I want those walls up by evening, no excuses. The orcs aren't going to stop attacking just because we need to catch our breath.
But sir, the men are having a hard time finding the materials we need.
You're telling me they can't find any stones? We're in the middle of the blasted mountains. Unless you'd like to report to Nashia that we're overrun because we couldn't find rocks, I suggest you drive some sense into your men and get that wall built.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
I tell you, I've lost years off my life trying to get this rabble fit for service. And who are you supposed to be? Reinforcements? I'm Callum. Commander Callum to you. Lord Nashia sent me here to secure the old Owl Well. So what are you doing here? What does it look like? I'm trying to hold on to this piece of rock with men who barely know which end of a sword to swing. As a member of the Nine, I should be back in Neverwinter right now keeping an eye on Nashia. But he insisted that I lead the assault on the well. Why a trade route is more important than Nashia's safety is beyond me. Look, unless you're here to help us, I don't have much time for you. Those orcs won't be giving up this garden spot anytime soon, and I need to plan our defense. Isani? He hasn't arrived yet. Should have been here a 10 days ago. I've sent a scout to look for him. Wait, you're the one from the City Watch, aren't you? I got word yesterday you'd be making a visit. I'd hoped to have better news for you. No, my scout hasn't reported back yet. Though I expect him soon. He's one of the best. Not exactly a student of history, are you? The Old Owl Well is the only known water source for 3 days in any direction. Neverwinter and the orcs have been fighting over it as long as anyone can remember. The orcs held it for the last 10 years until the council decided they wanted to reopen the trade route to Yata. To do that, we need to take back this watering hole. We're still not sure ourselves, really. The information I have is vague, at best. This route makes the best sense, though. It's one of the few they haven't tried yet. This assault has been planned for months. We weren't able to warn Asani ahead of time, though. We weren't expecting to be needing a new emissary, to be honest. Still, at least we'll be here to offer more protection. Well, that brings us back to the emissary, doesn't it? If the Lord's Alliance could communicate, you're right. We'd have more men. But with the emissaries being lost, even so, we've stretched the army thin as it is. I brought along every man that Lord Nashia could spare. The Council's going to have to raise a new army in a hurry if things don't work out here. Marshal Cormac still has a talent for recruiting good people, I see. Duty first, eh? I'll expect you to help out with the defense of this camp. You've already brought your own gear, so just find a spot to call home and stay alert.
Sound the alarm! Orcs! The orcs are attacking!
Wouldn't you know it, not a moment's rest.
Grey Cloaks to arms! For Neverwinter! Let's get 'em!
All right, I can do that. Lemme Vagrain. Lemme Vagrain.
All right, Grey Cloaks. Everyone back to your posts. Another orc raiding party. We're lucky they haven't attacked in full force. Just wish I could make contact with whoever it is that's been distracting the orcs. Yes, someone's out there attacking orc patrols, and it's giving us a chance to build up our defenses. I don't know who's leading that band of madmen, and I don't know why they're avoiding contact with us. If I could coordinate with their leader, if they have one, then we'd have the orcs on the run in no time. He's not one for talking. Every time I send someone out to contact him, he and his men move their camp. The orcs have a name for him, Katalmak. They say he attacks without warning. and without regard for his enemy's numbers.
That's not a name orcs give lightly. It's a name they give to warriors who lose themselves in battle.
It is odd that even orc trackers couldn't find him. Or that he would risk stirring up so many tribes in this region.
Sounds like someone who wants to die to me. If we weren't here, it'd only be a matter of time before all the tribes in the well hunted down this Catalmach, and then his crusade would be over. Well, enough talk about him. I've got my hands full just keeping the men in fighting
Commander! Scouts returning!
Let's hope he brings word on the emissary, eh?
Pathfinder Willem reporting, sir.
Willem, did you locate Emissary Asani?
No, sir, but I came across his escorts. Killed to the last man, but no sign of the emissary. Orcs, sir. They must have taken him.
Sounds like you've got a new assignment. Your job is to escort the emissary to safety. If he's in trouble, you've got to help him. I'd start looking at Yai-Sog Bone Gnash's lair, northeast of here.
Bone Gnashers? They're still around. Oh, they're hard to kill.
His tribe isn't the biggest, but he's older and more cunning than most. At the least, he may have an idea who attacked the emissary's guards. The Eye Gouger tribe is the strongest, led by Logram Eye Gouger. He keeps the other tribes in line, including the Bone Gnashers, and he's the one leading the attacks. All the orcs in the well fall under his banner. Ooh, if we could get lucky and put an arrow through his skull. If we could, the orcs would turn on each other in a heartbeat, and give us enough time to strengthen our position here. Trust me, if I knew where Logram could be found, I'd hit him myself. Killing him would be the break we've been looking for. But from what I've heard, there's been reports that this unknown ally of ours, this Catalmach, is hitting Logram hard, which means he must know where Logram could be found. But since I can't find this unknown ally of ours, Logram's out of our reach as well. For right now, focus on Yai-Sag Bone Gnasher. See what you can do to find the emissary. Besides, if you cross Logram, that might be more than you can handle. Yai-Sag is old enough to know when to try something other than fighting. Corner him, and you might be able to get him to talk.
I'd sooner put an axe in an orc. But he's right. The Bone Gnashers, as cowardly and weak as they are, have been known to make deals.
I'll have Willem mark the Bone Gnasher lair on your map. You'd better act quickly. If the orcs have the emissary, whatever they have planned for him cannot be good. If you need anything, we've got Simi here in camp to help you. She normally trades in trinkets for the men, but carries some items more suited for combat as well. Wish I could spare someone, but I need to keep my men together so they can learn how to act as one. Besides, they'd only slow you down. We'll hold down the fort. The more orcs we kill here, the fewer you'll run into out in the mountains. Good luck to you. And if you run into that madman who's attacking the orcs out there, let him know I'd like to have a little chat with him.